Hey, what's up, YouTube? Sorry I'm a little late. There's some stuff I need to do on the Suburban, but new updates. So far I have my '94 Chevy Suburban C1500 half ton. Uh, I had stripped out the radio, including the equalizer itself. That doesn't work anymore. Only thing that works is the equalizer. This mini amp that I have here, it was about to give way, so I went ahead and just cut it loose. I am planning on upgrading to a aftermarket external amp. So far, this is what I've done. I kind of did a shitty job on the wiring. I could have did better, but hey, this is just a start. I grabbed a $60 Pioneer 4-channel style radio, which is right here. I bought it off a coworker. I pretty much like it. I don't like the backing of it due to the fact that it only has 2 channels, or I guess you can call it 4 channels. It is a, let me get this right. It is a DXT X4869BT. So that's including the BT stands for Bluetooth. And this is also a CD player. It is a beginner's startup, and that's what I want to do. Kind of want to honor my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law and my other sister-in-law that passed away just recently. My brother, who moved out here in Texas, at the beginning of this year. Unfortunately, I might not be sad about it, but I have cried a few times here and there due to the fact that I was trying to get him back on his feet, make him think about his actions. Unfortunately, due to certain circumstances, I am on housing vouchers, and I couldn't let him stay, so I tried to help him go through the shelter that I pretty much went through to get where I'm at right now, which is this lovely apartment complex. I won't give you the address or anything due to everything that's going on. It's a very nice complex, and it's across the street from a shooting range. For those who want to check this location out, it is a beautiful place. Only downfall is the shooting range, and they only do competition. They don't do everyday shoot carry. It's more of a, like I said, competition style, tactical stuff to hone new skills and whatever you may call it. So far, I have put LED lights in front, mid, and rear. My window is still broken. Unfortunately, I am trying to fix that. I am in the process of getting a new door because the window right now, just to replace the window itself, is almost $400, and that's not including materials or the hour of labor for that window. I can't afford it, so I have to go the cheap route, which is to buy the whole door, buy the pen remover, which costed me $60. Shout out to Double. If I get their name wrong, I do apologize. I will put it in the description. It's Double Arrow Fabrications. They supplied me with the proper pen remover for the door, so it'd be easier for me to just replace the whole door. Hopefully I can find the same color, same tone of this 94, even if it's a 95, 96 barn door style door. If you want to know more about that situation, why am I replacing the whole door, just hit me up in the comments, and I will definitely tell you what happened. This happened at work. Unfortunately, I won't go into details, but that's for a later story. So for right now, I have it where I'm just doing this in honor of my brother my sister-in-law, which is my wife's best friend, who just recently passed away on the exact same day that my brother passed away. I didn't know about it until 2-3 days later after we went to her funeral. And then this is also going out to my mother-in-law, who passed away, I want to give it like 3 years, going on 4. She gave me the honors of marrying her daughter. And then, as a promise to my wife, I told her I will take care of this vehicle as much as I can. I've already paid it off. Right now, I'm just buying new tires. I just did a transmission rebuild. If you want to know the cost of a maintenance for a 94 Suburban C1500, which is what I got, I'll link that information, or I'll make another separate video for that. And right now I'm just doing a little contribute to my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law, all at the same time, by putting me in a beginner's radio, and learning the steps on how to do it, because the next step would be adding, and I know this probably get my comments going, I'm adding 2 8s. Now, these aren't ordinary 8, these are Lanzar 8-inch. They call it the Power Pro or the Max Pro. I'm not really worrying about, power right now. I do have I can't pronounce the name right now. I do have an amp and a dual kit for the added features that I'm adding to the Suburban. Right now, I am just adding the radio due to the fact that the old radio is about to give out, as well as the amp because of the age. Now, granted, I might be still keeping these items just in case if I actually want to go back to the factory stuff, but I doubt it. It's just a give or take, just to show people that it can be done. All it takes is a little know-how, little research, and putting your hands where they need to be to learn these things. At the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, I'm learning, building, and expanding my knowledge of either car audio, car mechanic stuff, or my scooter. That's mainly what I'll be working on right now, is just a scooter and this 94 Suburban. And I'm going to try to make as much content as I can. I've been falling off due to certain circumstances that I lost my brother just recently, as well as my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law, which was about 3 years ago. I acquired her vehicle, her 94 Suburban. She calls it Bertha. For those who know her, know the name of the vehicle and can shoot me up an idea what can be done. This is just an idea for right now. I am just upgrading the radio. I gotta do a little more modifications to it. I will show you what needs to be done. I did outline what needs to be done because I am eventually going from a single den, and down the road, once I get that window fixed back there with an alarm system, and then I will go ahead and go for a double den that I want to go with personally. I did want to go with a Pioneer, however I haven't decided, because there's another radio I'm actually looking into, and it's between Kenwood and JVC. I've been JVC since I was little due to my dad having their boombox, their first ever plexi style stereo receiver, compact with plexiglass in the subwoofer area. And boy, I thought 500, or the one I ended up getting that my mom got me for Christmas, was a Sony 300 watt or 500 watt radio. I love that thing because you can actually plug it up to your, and for those who know what I'm talking about, you can plug it up to your console and make it full in your room. That I love. Unfortunately, I had to grow up. I didn't take the radio with me due to the fact that my mom bought that for me, but couldn't take it with me because I didn't deserve it, which I agree. However, I am going to make this video basically off of what I've worked for and tried to achieve. Now, I did recently come from the hospital about 2.5 weeks ago due to a lung collapse, my lungs being clogged. I am on blood thinners right now, so I'm trying to take it easy as well as trying to go back to work. I work at Caliber Auto Care. I do the basic, not tuning unless required to. It depends on make, model, and year. I've done my own little tune-up to this one. If you want to know about that and a bunch of other things, just hit me up in the comments. Share, subscribe, and like my videos. I am trying to use this as a second income to learn, expand, and acknowledge the audio industry as well as the mechanical side of things. I am also trying to learn just the basic stuff. I'm not really, my goals are for this vehicle is to maybe bump up in power no more than 450 horsepower and maybe 390, close to 400 in torque. I'm not really trying to be a ripper. I kind of wanted this to be an enjoyable, my daily driver, and something that I can use as a platform wise, not just this Suburban, but I have an 87 which I've seen did some upgrades to it. Right now I have to make a decision on if I should go with a GY6 150cc or just go with a straight 50cc and just build it up from there. So far I have looked around, tried to see if I can replace the engine with the exact same year, maybe a bigger displacement ish. Unfortunately, those are pretty expensive for me. Even at $100, I still would have to shell out maybe another $300-400 onto that $100 motor for a 150cc vertical, if I'm not mistaken, vertical engine for that year, make and model of that scooter. It's just a tough decision to make because buying a new one could save me a lot, but still end up spending more, just as well as buying a, let's say, $150 Honda Elite 150cc scooter, and putting the parts into that. Now, that might be a little cheaper route, but I haven't found one that's fully complete and affordable for my budget. My budget right now for that scooter is no more than $400. That's including the aftermarket parts that needs to be bought for it, bearings, and anything that needs to be replaced in that process. Now, that's on standstill, that's on the back burner. I do plan on trying to get it built up before the end of this year. I can't guarantee that right now because me and my asthma with allergy problems being in San Antonio, Texas, it's not looking too pretty for me, and I've only been here almost 6 years. Granted, I haven't had to go to the hospital as much, but I do want to try to utilize that and try to make some type of extra income, because the money that I make from work is still not going to be enough for me to survive off of, and I need content. I need to use something to help me mentally, physically, and emotionally when I'm not around my wife and my family on this side of town, to help me get through these dark times. Like I said, I lost my brother, who I haven't seen in God knows how long. I just got him in here beginning of this year, and I'm already cremating him because of unknown death that he had. They found him Friday, exact same day I was cremating my wife's best friend, who she calls sister, cremating her friend due to cancer. Unfortunately, I ended up finding out, like I said, 2-3 days later, that he ended up passing away that exact same day, and they still don't know the cause of death yet. I'm still waiting on that information. If anybody in San Antonio sees this video and they know who I'm talking about, which is Travis Willington, who was at Haven for Hope. Now, periodically, I would try to go check up on him while I was at work, make sure he was okay. He does make his own decisions. Unfortunately, the decision that he made cost him his life. I'm not happy with that situation. I'm sure something else happened in my mind. It kept me up all night yesterday because I was supposed to send out his ashes, or get his ashes ready to be sent out to his best friend and a few other people that has helped him along the way. For those who are also watching this video, this is also going out to you guys. If you know anything, heard anything, shoot it to me. I will put my email down in the description. If you know anything, please don't send me no spam. Please don't ask me for no donations. If you want to donate to my brother for contributing to his loss, I will love that. And anybody else that I've mentioned in this video, I appreciate that, because right now, I'm sorry about the noise. Right now I'm in my truck. This video mainly is about the 94 Chevy Suburban. I'm doing an upgrade to it, and I'm doing this in honor of my mother-in-law. Just to get some stuff, done. I've done tires. I've replaced the transmission. Right now I'm doing a little miscellaneous stuff like gaskets that need to be replaced. I know I'm eventually, because I'm already hitting 249,073 miles on this original engine. I know there's some stuff that probably wasn't original, but I am in the process of replacing some of the things that need to be replaced. Thanks to my brother-in-law, who kind of gave me an idea of, or gave me some things that I need to look out for this vehicle. The next thing would be replacing gaskets, timing, all gaskets besides the gasket covers that I've already replaced. I got an oil pan gasket to replace, possibly a oil filter gasket replacement, and a timing cover replacement. But at the same time, I am planning on keeping this original engine, so there's a possibility I might rebuild it myself. My brother already gave me a heads up. If I go in that direction, I am going to be without a car for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, give or take. It could be 2 to 3 days if you have the proper help. Now, I have the proper help, but I'm not guaranteed that I can get it done in 2 to 3 days. Maybe a week, maybe a week and a half. Could be a month or 6 months. I don't know. I am in the process of figuring all that out. This is why the channel is pretty much going to be built around this vehicle and a scooter. It's meant to help me mentally, physically, emotionally get through some things that I don't want to remind myself of, but don't want to let go of the memory that I've created, and to do better and help those along the way to understand that you do not have to go these dark paths, because there's always a bright light at the end of the road. Whether you take it or not, that is entirely up to you. That is what God has told me, or I won't say told me, because there are things that I know I can't say, because I don't know if it's God or it's the devil trying to tell me the wrong things. And I know God would never tell me wrong, because here I am in San Antonio. I've been in Chicago. Give you a little background of me. I was a foster care for a majority of my life. My mom was a drug addict. My dad was probably a pimp or a drug addict himself. I lost my mom in 2008. I just found out. And I lost my dad when I was 6. I knew that part because my mom was alive at the time. I still, to this day, I miss my mom, because she was everything to me, even though she got taken away from me so soon. even sooner after I was adopted into the family of my stepmother. And I don't call her my stepmother no more because she's been there for me when I needed her the most. Now, granted, she carries a background where she was taught, you have to stand up for your ground, you have to make proper decisions, and you have to be responsible for your actions. She's always taught me that. She's also taught me to stay in school regardless of anybody else's saying, hey, and give you an example, my stepmom, she stopped going to school after freshman year only because she was taking care of her mom. Now, if you want to know more about that, I wish I can give you that information, but I can't, due to the fact that that is my stepmother's or my mother's information that I will not give out, okay? So if you want to know that information, I can only give you so much. If you want to know that, most of my family that's been on Facebook or been on YouTube will tell you. If you need to know all that information, they will tell you from this get-go. They're not giving out that information because that is not your that is not your business. Second thing is that she's also taught me to keep my head above water. Anybody uses your past against you is like being the devil himself. So, on that note, please don't ask me about my mom. That was her past. This is now. She's taught me a lot, and I'm going to keep it that way because I'm getting to the point where I don't hold grudges against her. I don't get mad at her because it was for the right cause. I didn't understand it then like I did when I was 6 years old when she took me in. I still am kind of baffled about it, but it's like she did it because she thought it was the right thing to do to change her life in the process. So you need to ask any personal questions, just ask God. I am religious. I'm Baptist. I don't hold grudges against nobody. I just only hold them when people think that they're better than the other person, or they use their religions as if they were better than others. When you look at history, you pretty much are just looking at, everybody fighting the same situation all over again. And this is 2023, halfway through the year already, and it's not the same. It's not the same. Everybody's using bloodshed to kill everybody to prove a point that mental stress is real. It's always going to be real. It's been real since day one. We never took it seriously because we knew as human beings that we were already taking it seriously. But once you let go, give somebody a chance, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And it's like, you can't really just let it go like that, Everybody's getting an electric chair, whatever. I'm thankful enough that I'm mentally able to still go to work, still hold me an apartment after all these years being in San Antonio and getting the help from Haven from Hope. Shout out to them. CHCS, which is Center for Healthcare Services, and, SAHA, which is called the Opportunity of Housing. They've been very helpful. Those are the organizations that I would like to use this channel as well to donate as much money as I can if I can do it. But I can't do this by myself. So if you are one of the people that are looking out saying, this is a good person, please donate to one of those organizations. And if you have to, I work at a job where they treat each other like family, even the customers. I've had a job like that, but it never showed it. This is a job that actually shows it, means it, and put their word behind it. They've been in business for God knows how long. The CEO I've met for the first time of last year, right before the end of the year ended. He was very nice, friendly. Now, granted, I don't know him personally. I just know him on a business level. And I'm not even in the business like that. But I am planning on growing and trying to get as much knowledge as I can. So, on that note, if any of these organizations, including my job, you feel that you can donate. If you can ask what can be donated to this to the job, that would be lovely. Right now they're doing a food drive for the homeless, those who can't afford food right now because everything's back to normal. And it's kind of hard because even me being off of my food stamps, it is very hard to manage maybe $1,200 a month to take care of your electricity bill, your rent, your phone bill to keep it going. And then for me, I have to have internet just in case if I need training from home, it can be done, and internet is expensive already. So if you guys can, donate to any of these organizations to help those who need, that want to actually help themselves get through tough times. I am a true believer that it is possible. Granted, comebacks, short-lived dreams can destroy you very easily. If you don't believe me, go downtown. It's destroyed every day when somebody crosses a railroad, and that's anywhere. It is sad to see that people get killed over railroads because they're high, can't mentally control themselves without the drugs. Mentally, they can't afford to keep up with their medications, such as me. I am blessed that I am able to still function mentally and a state of mind with ADHD. I have PTSD due to me being at, I want to say 4 years old. My actual mom and dad were in a fight, and my dad took looks like a flathead that keeps popping up in my head from time to time, and stabbing my mom in the kneecap, to put her in order. But it's like, that was the ghetto life. You ask for it, you get what you get. And I'm not saying that's what my mom and my dad wanted, but this is society. Society throws you in the curves like it's nobody's business. Just like anybody who takes one person and jumps them with 6 people on top of them, that doesn't make you a hero. That just makes you a coward. Again, the job I have, it's family oriented. Granted, some prices are a little bit high, but it's guaranteed a lifetime because they stand by their word. Now, there's days where people just overthink and they haven't had sleep because they're trying to do the best that they can to their knowledge to get things done. So, on that note, I have to go to bed. It's a little bit past my bedtime because I need to be at work at 7:45. I'm also possibly picking up a coworker. Again, family-oriented job, and we all look out for each other no matter what, and we want our customers to be the same. So, if anybody want to donate, contribute to any other organizations, or even donate to me, helping me do this, contribute to my mother-in-law, the scooter as well, you can. Even if it's a used engine that doesn't crank, okay? I will take it and use it to my best of my knowledge, get some help, learn some stuff, and try to bring it on YouTube and go from there. But I thank you for listening. Sorry for ranting a little bit too long, but this is your boy Alan signing out. Thank you. Share, like, subscribe. Hit that notification if you like it, if you do subscribe. And then hit it again to get it everyday content. Right now, I am only 5 subscribers, so even if it's on a personal bell ringer, that's fine. Just subscribe. That's all I need. I just need the help, support, and everybody around me in this area. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.